Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. We're currently flying the brand new DC Designs Harrier. It's been released. So we're going to do a display over REF Waddington in Lincolnshire. Altitude. So join me for this ride. We're using the REVERB G2 version 1 for this video. Oh, look at this. And we're using motion reprojection. And we're currently locked solid at 45 frames per second with extremely high settings. Folks, this RTX 4090, it's the VR slayer without a doubt. It's blown my mind like no other computer upgrade I've ever had before. Now you can get this Harrier from the Just Flight store for £25. In fact, I'll leave a link in the description below. And I think actually that's pretty decent value for money, considering it's not a study level high fidelity Harrier, but it really has a fantastic flight model given the limitations of the host sim. And it is quite a challenge to master actually. All the systems are certainly not modelled. In fact, if anything, the systems are lacking compared to other DC Designs aircraft, so I'm not sure if that's going to be planned as an upgrade in the future. Knowing DC Designs, it will be, because when you buy one of their aircraft, you can bet within 6 months' time it's going to be a very different aircraft from the release version. But I have to say, so far, I'm absolutely loving it. I really am loving this. Oh, that's fantastic. And with the REVERB G2 speakers, this thing sounds absolutely sublime. I've got to say, I think the cockpit looks pretty decent as well. Nice tight loop here. Very tight loop. I've just pulled the power right back. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. I had to pull the power right back then and fall back on the stick. Anyway, now that we've scared ourselves, let's come in for a hover here. Right now, you're watching the Windows Mixed Reality Portal mirror with motion reprojection, as I say, and it's absolutely butter smooth. I mean, it's unbelievable. It just will not budge. Just no stutters at all. I've never experienced anything like this system. It's incredible. I've got so much to show you folks as well. I'm going to try DCS very soon. IL2 runs at a solid 90 frames per second with everything on Ultra. I'm going to try airliners as well, so I know I've had lots of requests for that, but I mean, right now I'm just enjoying this Harrier, which is just so much fun to fly. It really is. And we're now going to try a hover to wow the crowds here at Waddington. I really miss those days, the Waddington Airshow days. Please do let me know in the comments if you've been to a previous Waddington Airshow. I used to go every year, without fail. Alright, let's get her into stall mode now. We'll even put the landing gear down, just to make it that bit more dramatic. Right, here we go then. So, slowing down. This takes some practice, folks, I have to say. And I'm by no means an expert. Far from it, in fact. By the way, this is a freeware version of Waddington. If I remember, I'll put it in the link in the description below. If I forget, please do let me know, and I'll add it in. But yeah, Waddington Airshow, I used to go both days, every single year, without fail. And I used to see the Harrier, and you know, the Harrier always used to be the star of the show. Whatever was displaying that year, even if it's a MiG-29 or something, you know, exotic, the Harrier was always the one that just captured the hearts of everybody. Okay, so there is the pedal turn. Right, so what we're going to do now, folks, is go down the display line like this. I remember them doing this as a kid. Amazing. It feels so good in VR, and you really get a sense of the height. That was a bit much. And then we'll go back this way. This is so much fun, folks. And I really like doing this over landmarks as well. There was one year, I think we had 2 Harriers doing this both sides of the display line. And of course the famous bow, which you're going to try now. Are you ready? And there's the bow. Absolutely amazing. And what we'll do now is we'll go back into forward flight very gradually. Gear coming up now. Flaps coming up. So I really do recommend this aircraft, very much so, for I think it's DC Design's best to date. Absolutely. And whether you are a DCS connoisseur or you just like having fun, I think this is worth buying if you really like flying jets, particularly in Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR, because it just looks so beautiful, it really does. Alright, let's go for a fast pass. Nice and low. Look at how smooth this is. Oh, wow, I even felt that then. You know, since the raw first impressions video, I can't believe how many comments I've had from people who have bought this same computer from Stormforce. It's amazing actually, and I've got to say, everyone that's bought this computer has been absolutely over the moon with it. Finally, for the first time, I don't need to mess around with settings anymore. It doesn't seem to matter what I do in terms of my settings. The 4090 just seems to lap it up, especially paired with the 13900K. But I've said this before and I'll say it again, I'm still keeping my existing computer for settings videos as well. Right, anyway folks, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do a hover into a landing. I'm not promising anything here, but we'll give it a go. I'm hoping this is going to come across fairly smooth on the VR image. Of course, as I'm talking, the headset's going to move. But trust me, folks, this experience is so beautifully smooth. I've never experienced anything like this. Hand on heart, I've never experienced performance like this in VR ever. Ever, ever, ever. Right, folks, so we're now going to attempt to land VTOL style on the runway. Here we go. I've never known such a rewarding aircraft to fly, actually. Especially a jet, anyway. When you get things right, it feels great. Right, here we go. Gently does it, ish. There we go, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Thank you so much for watching, folks. As always, I really do appreciate it. This has been the DC Designs Harrier. We've been in the REVERB G2 version 1, which actually this headset I'll never get rid of. It's very special to me because I was one of the first to show the REVERB G2 on the internet, and HP was so happy with my review they actually said that I could keep this headset. So I've always sort of had a special place for this one, and it's been great to get it out again and start using it because it's been boxed up for so long. But anyway, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care and bye for now.